Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and many of you are probably angry about the bingo boards. I've heard it all. Let's go ahead, talk about everything that came out today, and dig in. So first off, let's talk about one thing that Gummy nailed, and that is that we have a 10K step up. We're actually showing this to you guys before we polled. We have a 10K step up for all of the VCs. We have a 10K for Scions, we have a 10K for Scions, and we have a 10K for Bringers of Shadow. We also have a reissue collaborative UR vision card guaranteed. So if you don't have any of these and you pull on this for 2K paid, you are guaranteed one of these vision cards. And then we have down here the 5-step for Europa. The 5 UR vision card guaranteed does give you 1 retry and does have Europa on it. I would probably skip. And then we do have guild pulls for all of the Final Fantasy XIV VCs. Now, you probably keyed in, or if you have pulled on any of these already, you're probably well aware that there is no bingo board for Scions of Twilight or any of these vision cards. A lot of people are upset about this. I personally am going to wait to rage. I think Final Fantasy XIV banners have always been weird. The fact that we're getting a 5-step 10-time summon for all of the VCs is already better than what JP got, and is better than what we got on the second reissue of this. So, shout out to that. Vintage here. Vintage is saying I called the item ticket bullshit. And that is true, because when I saw a ticket that was like this, I thought it was going to be 10 pulls. I didn't realize it was just an item pull. So you are going to be able to get these from doing a mission every single day. You have a chance to get a Blossoms of Paradise in here. Let's go ahead and do our daily summon. But I had kind of hoped, literally all the VCs have 10 steps, Ozzy. Literally all the UR VCs have 10 steps. Or 5 steps. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're also going to be getting Final Fantasy XIV reissue summon tickets. These are going to be for Thancred. So you use these. You can buy 10 daily from the Final Fantasy XIV shop. And you can get Thancred shards from them. So if you are wanting to get in here and get these shards and everything you need, you're going to get Y'shtola freaking Mind Spheres out the ass as well. You're going to be able to EX her and EX Thancred probably relatively pretty easily. Although at the rate that I'm not getting Thancred shards right now, I am starting to doubt that I am even going to get good Thancred shards from this. So keep that in mind as you're going through. There are, of course, other places to get those items. So let's hop back. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the challenge board, which there is a challenge board for the Shadowbringers challenge missions. You will get a whole bunch of Y'shtola materials here. I haven't unlocked the third and final step, but you can see here in the second step, you can start to get Thancred shards as well. So you are going to get a lot of Thancred materials and Y'shtola materials here in this challenge board. Make sure you do it. It is pretty easy. In the far plane, they did release an additional mission for the Final Fantasy XIV missions. If you come in here and come to the high difficulty EX quest, they added this EX quest here up at the top, which is level 80. I went ahead and ran it. It was relatively easy. You do get a Bale Gauntlet +3. You get some tokens. This is going to be pretty easy to hop in and farm. So you will be able to come in, do this, bust it out relatively quickly. There is also the 2nd anniversary countdown quest once per day. I got 200 Visior from this. You can see that there is other items that you can also get, like skip tickets, gill snappers, large NRG pots. So there's a whole flurry of things to do. And on top of all of that, we do have double drops in Secret Book Rewards quests. So if you're like me, because we do have the Kraken raid that has just come out, I am going to be farming Secret Book Reward quests in order to get Kraken pops so that I can take on the Kraken raid. If any of you want to watch me clear Kraken, I will be doing Kraken level 1 to 100 tomorrow on stream. So I look forward to seeing you guys for that. Hopping out here, taking a look at the daily purchase bonus, it is a unique purchase bonus. You are going to get to choose whether you get an affinity or I believe this is a JP key. I don't think the daily purchase bonus is super worth it this week. I think we're likely to get a whole bunch of good deals with Final Fantasy VI next week. But there is definitely worse daily purchases. They're just, you know, a little bit different. Under the missions tab, you will have a whole flurry. You'll have 2 missions in here. One that gives you the item 10 times drop, the other that gives you NRG. So you can grab the NRG in here. You can grab your daily missions and kind of clear that out relatively quickly. If you are wanting to chase more Thancred shards, you can go to the Chocobo Expedition. There is Raktika Greatwood as well right now. And then you also have new bonus units. Thancred and Y'shtola are good bonus units. So I'm going to go ahead and swamp in my Thancred here. Oh my god, if it will go in. All right, this always takes a little bit. So you can get Thancred shards that way. You are likely going to get Y'shtola shards as well. Limited guild battle has started, so make sure you have your limited guild battle formation set. I understand, like I personally forgot. So because I forgot, I want to make sure all of you guys know to set your composition. Vintage says in notes here to note that they added the elemental missions to the old Final Fantasy XIV missions, so you will be able to get a lot of those missions done. Also, if you're wanting more Y'shtola shards are available for Gil here, but you can see that I already have 610 of them. Nothing particularly special in the special shop. Second Anniversary Countdown Part 4 Deluxe shop. I did buy the 3K paid for 6 blossoms. Of course, they're going to be trying to drain Visior from you this week just because it is kind of before Anniversary and before Final Fantasy VI. Raid support pack. A lot of people might buy 500 paid Viz for 30 large NRG and some skip tickets. There's also going to be some Voltaic Mech Guard for Europa packs that you can buy as well. There is a lot of Gil items you can buy in the Second Anniversary Countdown Part 4 shop. So you can get 2 Blossoms for 2 million Gil each. You can get a Rainbow Fragment of Thought. You can get, for 1500 Visior, you can get 100 large NRG, which I personally think is worth it. So I bought that, particularly going into Raid and going into Anniversary. There's going to be a lot of days where I'm going to want to be thinking about NRG pots and farming a lot for the upcoming events, particularly because we're going to be getting 3 times drop. We have 2 times drops on books this week. There's a lot of things going on that I am interested in. We have the Final Fantasy XIV collaboration shop. We have the collaboration reissue shop as well. You can buy Y'shtola shards for Gil here too. Hopping over, we do have the Europa shop, but let's go over to the Mog shop real quick because that's where things are changing a little bit here. You have the reissue Tombstones of Guedia B. So this is where you're going to buy your daily Final Fantasy XIV reissue summon tickets B. You are also going to be able to grab Thancred shards in here, Y'shtola shards as well. There's also Final Fantasy XIV UR Mind Spheres. So you're going to be able to get 100 of those. You're also going to be able to get a Blossom of Paradise. Overall, pretty good things. Keep in mind that you are going to have to buy a lot, or you're going to have to get a lot of these tombstones because you are going to have to buy all of these 27 Sorcerer's memories and Gunbreaker's memories unless you're using the universal ones. So keep that in mind. If you did do any of the other polls, you may have some of these tokens which you can exchange for shards. If you're pulling on the new VC, you're going to want to exchange it here. And then you have other things going on. So For the Love of the Smile is still going on. Make sure you grab the weed from this last week. And then you also have daily snappers from here. You can also grab daily EXP cubes. Personally, I'm really focusing on Gil right now. I also want to focus on Adamantite because you're going to need a lot of Adamantite coming up for the TMR rune augmentation. So any Adamantite that you can get right now is going to be good Adamantite. Whether it's gold, whether it's silver, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you grab it. Scrolling down here, most of the same normal stuff per usual. You can see here, let's actually see if there's Final Fantasy XIV Mind Spheres in here, which I'm guessing there is. It's right here. So if you do want to kind of use these to max out Thancred, you can. And I think that about does it for all the news. I feel like I just talked so fast through all of that. I hope all of you guys were able to catch everything. And again, you can see chat, Brunshido's in here right now. He's asking more questions about that bingo board. Lots of people are upset about the bingo board. Personally, for me, Final Fantasy XIV has always been one of those banners that has always been weird. And we are already getting kind of we're already lucking out in regards to the types of banners that we got. Like we got 10K guaranteed, 10K Visior guaranteed pulls. Or the VCs, we have a 2K paid guaranteed FF14 VC. So for me, those are really good. They could have easily given us the old banners with the banners that they got on JP, and we could have absolutely been even more ragey than we are now. So for me, I'm gonna look kind of at what they're doing with VCs in the future. Particularly, I'll be looking at the Final Fantasy VI VC, and I'll be seeing if they take a bingo board away for that, or if the bingo board's still gonna be there. I think right now we hold out and we wait to kind of conserve our anger over the bingo board, and we look towards, is this going to be a trend going forward like it is in JP, or are they actually going to bring this back? So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.